Hey guys, so welcome to week 6 in the mental health guide. Dade here again with Kingdom Blueprint, and I want to go over a very hot subject that in your decision making, what the difference is between healthy boundaries and control issues. So earlier in the program, we talked about being possessive instead of being claiming a decision, being possessive over that decision. And there are clear indicators that you're being possessive as to being actually focusing on claiming your decision. So that's a whole nother thing. But in this, what we're talking about is healthy boundaries compared to control issues. So, control issues is that possessiveness. Healthy boundaries is claiming your decision. But I want to go into a little more depth and detail in this in your decision making process. Kind of just some things that we can look at specifically that tell us, hey, we're in the controlling aspect of things or we're in a healthy boundary aspect of things when we're making our decisions. So, control issues, they stem and are rooted in fear of something or another. Um, it's very clear that when you have control or you're trying to control something or be possessive of something, coveting something, for lack of a better term, is rooted in fear that it's going to be taken away from you or a different form of insecurity. Healthy boundaries, they come from a place of self respect. We talked about self respect earlier in the program and how it's necessary for a man. If you have self respect, you can give respect. So, therefore, you can love people. So, healthy boundaries is a part of loving. So, that comes from self respect, especially if you're a man. Control issues are rooted in fear. They're not rooted in love. They're rooted in control. They're rooted in making sure that somebody does what you want them to do, which leads you to the next problem. Control issues, they need perfection. You've got to do everything exactly right, exactly to the book. All the rules are not, they're not guidelines, they are rules that if they are broken, there are staunch, very difficult consequences that come along with the rules being broken. You need to be perfect. Healthy boundaries embrace the fact that we have imperfection. Humans are imperfect. We are not going to be perfect. They embrace imperfection, and healthy boundaries allow you to be imperfect, allow you to be a human being. Control issues do not want you to be a human. They want you to be perfect so you break the rules and you can be punished. So, control issues involve manipulation, emotionally manipulating someone to get them to do whatever it is that you want. Is control issues. They're not actually rooted in any form of love. They're just to somebody, hey, this is where I stand here. This is where you stand here. It's not a matter of manipulation where there's all these undercut things that are underneath what is being communicated. Control issues create an environment of codependency. People become codependent on each other when there's control issues. You do what I want, so that means that I will do what you want in a controlling way, not in a interpersonal, reciprocal way where we're loving each other out of respect for one another, out of making someone feel safe if you're in a romantic relationship. But control issues create an environment of codependency. It's really unhealthy and toxic. So healthy boundaries, they promote interdependence. We're looking to be interdependent on each other, not codependent. We're not looking to lean on each other until somebody falls over. We're looking to lean on each other so we both stand up. When you are being controlled, eventually you will resent the other person. If someone is acting out of love, like healthy boundaries foster respect and understanding. not resentment. We don't end up disliking each other or having bitterness, hatred, or frustration towards each other. We end up respecting and understanding each other when you have healthy boundaries. So these are some things that you can look towards. And there's a couple other things that I want to talk about in a toxic dynamic, whether it be in relationships or whatever else. Um, People that have control issues, um, they're looking for eventually you can to punish whoever else for whatever reason. They're not looking for a healthy relationship. Control issues, the reason why those rules are there are for them to be broken so they can punish you for breaking the rules. So, again, if anybody is operating from a place of control, tell them, listen, I'm not looking to be controlled. If you are looking or operating from a place of control, I'm not looking to control. I'm looking to establish boundaries. I'm making sure that I'm establishing boundaries in my decision making. I'm not trying to make it so somebody does exactly what I want them to, how I want them to. I'm looking for them to operate in a place where it's reciprocal. It's a two-way street. Um, and that's the important part, is not controlling, establishing healthy boundaries for interdependence. So, guys, I will see you in the next video. And again, we're talking about control versus healthy boundaries.